basically what you're saying is because you lacked resources, you ennobled a new family.
Yes.
I see.
Of course, there were people who disagreed with it, but, well, what choice do you have? You face extinction, or you move the boundaries a bit.
Well, honestly, I'm not sure I believe you if you're telling me that most of the people here think that their traditions are something so easily discarded, but I guess I'm a bit biased and not actually educated on the subject. It's at least forward-thinking enough that they would make a new family.
Most of the people here who call themselves sorcerers or kitsune or oni, they're second or third generation technicians, though that's kind of been neatly tucked away through the bloodline strengthening with each successive birth.
I see.
Eventually it will be forgotten, or at least hidden away for those who have a certain standard. It fits well enough, but there's no space or time in order to be that much of an elitist nowadays.
Right. Well, that's certainly something I wasn't expecting, but it's good to hear. So the technicians exist so that the other families can... I suppose... He'll just stop for a moment, and then he'll just say it bluntly. So the technicians exist because the other families needed to breed in nobility.
Yes.
Well, that's a bit out there, but I suppose I don't fully understand the culture. But inwardly, and she can probably tell this, he's like, wow, that's weird.
I forgot what they're called. What are the objects called? The haunted objects? It's like Suchi something.
Yeah, the Suchugumi? No, that's not it. Fuck. Like the umbrella with the eyeball. That thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was Suchugumi.
No,
Is
that's
it?
the spider.
I'm pretty sure.
Isn't that spiders?
Spiders
is Surigiri or something. I don't know. Suchugumi was the elephant. Or the elephant. Umbrella. Jesus Christ.
Umbrella, elephant, same thing.
Suku Mogami.
There you go. Close enough.
Yeah.
Can you type that down?
No.
Give
No.
me a sec.
Oh.
Tsukumogami. Yes, the object gods.
Yeah. Basically, they're the possessed objects. And since I don't know how to say it in the characters, just TLDR, because they're objects, it led to the economic boom of being able to make good old stuff on.
TLDR, here's why Japan bounced back from two nukes. TLDR.
Yeah.
TLDR.
Yeah, TLDR.
TLDR, here's how our country exists.
And Rio's gonna look at her dumbfounded for a moment and then go, really now?
You do know that Nakamatsu is the head of the technicians, and she'll say head with the air mark. She'll use her fingers for quotation marks.
Yes. Wait, what?
And every innovator worth their salt knows of the Nakamatsu name.
Yes. Nakamatsu, I guess the first, then, was a genius.
Yes. Many of those patients he held have actually turned into Tsuchigami themselves. Truly a great resource.
So, was the creation of the technicians... Did it precede or did it coincide with the economic revival?
Even though it's relatively recent history, the myth is kind of overwriting itself. It's hard to tell nowadays. The only person you could really ask is Minamoto-san himself.
Well, I'm not doing that. I suppose it doesn't really matter. I was just thinking of a chicken and egg scenario. It's not too important.
But we won't be able to do that once he croaks. You need all 3 imperial family lines, by the way. And the Minamotos will be truly gone afterwards. Even the Tyrers had some leftovers after the war of those betrayer clans, of course.
I believe the betrayer clans had existed for quite a while when they decided to betray them.
Yes. That's why we're not so trustworthy.
Branched families. What an old system. I never thought I would actually experience that in the world today.
Speaking of which, what do you make of her?
And he'll look over and he'll say, Well, you said she's not here out of obligation, so I suppose that means my answer might be a bit accurate. But what I make of her is I'm not sure why she's here. I mean, she's playing with another sorcerer's clone that's here out of obligation, and that clone is spawned because the person has gotten nervous, and she has that ostentatious throne of hers. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the fact that she's not stuffed up with he just looks around, stuffed up completely with the theme of this place, but some of the decision seems to fly in the face of it.
Imagine being the head of an imperial family when you are simply the serf. It would break you, knowing that everybody looks down on you because you're not the real deal, but yet it is something that you must do, because if you don't do it, the entire family will fall apart.
So, the spectacle exists, but through it, is she making fun of this place, or is she making fun of herself from what you just said?
Knowing Yuri-san, it will be both.
Well,
as you can see, the throne is clearly defaced, but yet she's still sitting on it. It being alone isn't enough of a statement.
Right. Well, that is interesting.
Yes, very avant-garde, she'll just kind of say passively.
Inrio's just going to be like, Well, I suppose I have a question about that then. Even if it has to do with blood, there was no one else suitable to be head of the Onmyoji clans?
She's the closest.
So it only has to do with your blood.
Yes. I suppose you figured out by her demeanor. Minamoto-san certainly would have wanted somebody a bit more malleable.
Right.
But no. Yori-san's parents died because they were too close to the flame.
I see.
She's only been head for a year. So this is her second time.
I see. He's just going to look and he's going to go, I can't imagine that kind of pressure.
No, you can't.
You don't have to agree so bluntly.
That is the reason why you keep talking to me.
Yes, it is. Right, before I forget, I did have a question. Something came up. Can Onis tell who sorcerers are?
The stronger the Oni, the more they're able to sense other sorcerers. It's as if you're walking as half as half of a whole. You're searching for the other half, even though you might resist it. It's like magnets. They resist the pull, but mythologically and historically, they should feel an instinct to couple.
I see. Right.
Sometimes it can be quite literal coupling.
That's nice. You didn't feel fit to mention this before, even with all my reservations about all of this. Knowing that someone could identify me, you don't think it's something I would have wanted to know?
I suppose, but I wasn't expecting you to walk into an emancipated Oni. I do have records of where they are.
I wasn't expecting it either, but these things just seem to happen.
The only one that should be within your proximity is Fuma-san, but given that his parents were awakened, he's a special case.
His parents were awakened.
Yes. They were part of the sorcerers once. A sorcerer and an Oni, the literal coupling I was talking about earlier.
Right. I suppose I'll have more questions about that, but no, it wasn't him. It was...
If you're planning on becoming an awakened, I would think about it, son.
How would one even plan to do that? He's just going to say kind of repugnantly, like, I don't even know the entirety of what that is, and like he's thinking to himself, and I don't have any intention on doing something without understanding it, is also what he's thinking.
You don't know what one is?
I said fully. It's been explained a bit before.
Well, it's very taboo. You don't really talk about it much. But,
pardon me if I don't share your particular culture on this topic, then.
My particular culture?
Yes, culture isn't something you're born with, it's what you're raised with.
I believe my burdens would be quite relieved if I were an awakened. But anyway, an awakened is somebody who's simply woken up from the dream. And we're all in a dream right now.
How literal. Right, that's about the explanation I expected.
Do you really think that myths are more than just dreams? They're beliefs, they're intangible, but yet we cause them to come into realization. When we ourselves come into realization, we awake.
He's just going to kind of nod along like, yes, wonderful.
You will become not just your persona or your shadow, though pray tell this isn't the era of shadows. You'll become a unified whole. You won't be fragmented across different mythological systems.
Thank you, Sonny. And you'll be like, that's nice. It's good to understand that, but I didn't really ask for the topic of Awaken to be talked about.
I only simply mentioned it because you were curious.
Right. Well, I was, but I think it might have sidetracked the conversation.
But in short, I didn't expect you to walk into another Oni that would be as powerful to recognize you as a sorcerer.
Right, well, I didn't expect it either. But I wasn't exactly at my home the last few days.
Well, a miscalculation. I don't exactly go out for holidaying myself.
Right. So they have to be powerful then?
Quite.
Is there anyone at the school that you know that would fit those terms?
No.
Besides Fuma-san, I suppose.
Fuma-san is the only one who stands out amongst the dregs.
Right. That's good, I suppose. I won't have to worry too much about that.
If you plan on going on any more excursions, if you let me know where you're going, perhaps I could warn you in the future.
I would have if I had known there was something to look out for.
Well, these things do slip me, what with having two personas and all.
Right.
You felt a fragment of it when we went on our last excursion.
Right. Anyways. He looks around. What's the purpose of this summit?
It's to meet, make unions, discuss plans, go on excursions, and also to, well, move on to the next stage of making Japan its true self again.
Ah, I see. That last one's the real answer I wanted then. So that's
There's
the point.
nothing you can do to stop it, though. And truth be told, I don't think you'd want to stop it.
And then just look at her and be like, I can't want to stop it or think I can stop it if I don't know what it is.
Well, I'll be blunt. The end goal is to make it so that every Japanese person is able to see what we can see.
He's just going to be quiet for a moment and then go, oh, that is quite ambitious.
Well, you don't. World politics is certainly complex, and much of it we don't know because it's internal. But in order to move on, our nation needs to be able to see any threats that are looming towards it. And to do so would be to make sure the land is as mythological, as mythical as it was. We've been slowly reintroducing the myths back onto the land, but it's a tedious process.
Right. Well then, like I said, that seems like quite the grand strategy you have. I suppose if there's not too much resistance, that's all fine then.
Though there are some people who are terribly miffed. They'll lose their special status if everybody is a mythocratic. Don't you ever feel that sense of superiority, knowing that you do something that people should be able to do, but they can't?
Sense of superiority? No, not really. Not like that.
Perhaps you're more innocent than you look.
And he's just going to say, I can feel a sense of superiority about some things, but not this. I don't really feel like I had much of a hand in any of this. It feels like something that was just given rather than something that I made.
And she'll just kind of close her eyes and she'll be like, yes. When it comes to everybody here, they're neat and organized. They're put into certain categories and boxes, but you are a mess.
And he's going to say, oh, well, thank you for that. Just kind of dryly.
But that is to your advantage. Hidden within that terrible, disorganized mess is the uncertain. They can't predict what you'll do.
Terrible, disorganized mess. You couldn't have chose better words?
No.
Rio will just look a bit surprised and he'll say, right. Well, unpredictability. That's not really something I like being out there. But I suppose if it's me that's unpredictable, I know what I'm going to do.
And now, what are you going to do? In order to realize your heirloom, you need to talk to Yuri-san. She is the closest to you. Her element is of a similar vein. She cannot create, but she can foster.
And he's just gonna glance over. She's still doing anything to a clone or anything?
Alright. She's getting a bit bored, so she'll just kind of nudge it away and just kind of start sleeping in the chair.
Good. She can go to sleep that quickly. Good. She has narcolepsy. She'll be easy to beat.
Not like real sleeping, but
I know.
really, yeah,
He'll be like,
pantomime sleeping.
and why am I here then?
Isn't this the best place to meet with her? You
This
have
is-
an advantage in that you've done quite a good job. She won't be able to tell who you are. She's never met you.
And yet I have to introduce myself to her.
You can decide when you can take off the illusion.
Yes, and this place does not feel like the right place ever at all.
There are there are buildings that are enclosed, you know. You'll need to do that in order for you to summon.
Right. I didn't really intend to go making introductions today, especially after hearing that the person I was going to introduce myself to is the person who has been bearing the shoulder of the responsibility that was created because people like me were absent. He'll just kind of sigh and go. And also I have to make a good impression while being this person. Well, I suppose if I don't act like this person, that might be something.
You can also work to your benefit, pique her curiosity. You don't need to be the grain. But I shouldn't have to tell you that. And Shaq, shut the fuck up.
What did you just say? My bird was noisy.
She's saying that going against the grain would be in your favor.
Going against the grain. Alright. And he'll be like, I see. I mean, I understand that it's not so simple, but for someone who gets so many things told to them, you sure have a habit of waiting for the last minute to tell some people what's going on.
Wouldn't you rather discover for yourself rather than being told what to do? I tell you the bare minimum. Because I respect you.
Alright. Someone's getting her covers on.
Yeah, cover up, you fucking slut.
Did I drop?
You what, Matt?
What'd you say?
No, no one dropped. I just covered Sunny up.
Okay.
She's going to bed now.
For a moment it was completely quiet for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no one was saying anything, that's why. Sorry. And he'll be like, I see. Well, as I think I've told you before numerous times, as long as the source is reliable, I don't mind being told something instead of experiencing it for myself. There's no point reinventing the wheel every decade. You won't get very far if you do that, actually. Yes, thank you, Raph. You got the call back. Did I drop?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I think we're all good.
Alright. So now is the chance you can go up to Yuri and Boogaloo. I think after this I'll probably end the session though.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Aw.
I'm getting a little bit sleepy. It's late.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to give you as much of a session if I try to rush through a day. I'm
I think
alright
it'll be
with doing
fine.
one day at a time. We're getting through a lot of content.
Yep.
It's fine. Let's rush through a day. That's not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't think actual like Christmas Day is gonna basically. I mean, we don't necessarily.
No,
have,
there's not going to be like a huge fucking woohoo Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
so I mean, at least that's
So-
one day we can sort of speed button
I mean,
yeah.
okay.
or not.
We'll see.
Anyway, clone guy.
Okay. Go up to Yuri, I guess. Let me check something, though. Alright, that makes sense.
What's that, D8?
Huh? Oh, I was just checking for myself. A D8 was courage, a D10 was diligence.
Oh.
What? I was
Sure.
seeing which one was rolling higher.
Diligence.
Yes.
Wait, did you just find out that a D10 rolls higher than a D8?
It doesn't always.
Just checking.
Yep.
It's certainly much more likely. But look at that.
These rolls, goddamn.
I did it. Double ones.
Crit in all 4 of them.
It's the best. Alright, so go up to Yuri. She's doing her little throne napping thing, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is this reverse positions?
Ha. Won't that be funny? Ah. Alright. So she's in the throne. I am clone guy. Did I mention did I mention what to call her?
Nope.
No? Oh. There's nothing stopping me from going back and asking her. So? What do people usually call Yuri since she's the clan head?
They just call her Yuri.
Oh.
Because
That-
she insists.
She insists.
It makes them awfully uncomfortable.
Right. Okay. So let's go back to heading towards her on the throne and get up to her and go, "Excuse me."
Was
All
that
right.
the sound of nothing?
Nothing. No, not really.
No, not really. It's all just kind of open one eye. You'd be like, you're a little liar, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I can't say I know what the sound of nothing is.
You don't, do you?
No, not really. I can't say I've ever heard it.
Have you come to find him? Well, I don't know whether I should be impressed or insulted that you thought I was him. Or am I as weak to you as you are to me?
I'm not even gonna roll understanding because there's no way Rio's gonna know what she's talking about. But Andy will be like, don't really know who he is.
You don't know who you are?
Oh. Well, that is something I've been struggling with lately.
Hmm. With lately, I see. And how long have you known about this existential crisis?
Mm. Well, not very long comparatively, I guess.
Comparatively, who are you comparing yourself? An orange or an apple?
And he's just gonna shrug his shoulders and go, well, I guess I'm comparing myself to the people who actually know who they are. I mean, lots of people spend their entire lives without that.
People who know who they are. Or do you mean people who know their place?
Well, the way I figure it, your place is a lot easier for you to understand. There's always someone around who's willing to tell you where that is. There's not very many people willing to tell you who you are.
People talk and talk. I suppose that's if nothing was to sound like something, it would sound like that.
That's a very interesting way of saying it. Would you say that there can be an apple that's an orange?
An apple that's an orange. Well, what's an orange?
Not an apple. I mean, nothing can't be something. Something can't be nothing.
Wow. Yes, I suppose. I suppose that's true. Otherwise, there wouldn't be anything, would there? But I suppose if there wouldn't be anything, if nothing was something and something was nothing, then wouldn't it be nothing?
All right. Well, I suppose that if nothing was something and that something was nothing, then you'd run into the paradox of the fact that both are each other. And if both are each other, then you get to the fact that nothing is something, but something is nothing. Which means that everything would probably be the same.
And she'll just kind of move forward in her chair, and she'll just kind of lean forward, and she'll tilt your chin up with her hand, and she'll be like, "Who are you?"
Someone who's more fun than the last one you were playing with.
Someone who's more fun. I see. Oh, that's certainly true. There's a quality to you. You're too perfect.
Well, thank you for that, but I really can't take that compliment personally.
Oh, no, it's not a compliment. It's a flaw.
Well, sometimes the flaws are the best parts.
If you're going to pretend to be somebody else, you shouldn't emulate them perfectly. No. There must be some dent, some imperfection, something that's wrong in order to feel more authentic. Otherwise, you're just, well, like you've been manufactured in a laboratory.
This is what I get for rolling a 99, huh? All
Would have
right.
been another way.
Right. And he'll be like, well, there's nothing wrong with that for most things.
You're right. But you see, I'm not like most people here.
He's just gonna obviously look past her face at the chair she was sitting at. No, you're not really.
Do you want to sit on this chair?
Okay, it honestly, Rio would instantly go, no.
She'll just kind of tilt her head and she'll be like, so you're still like a dog then?
Well, I wouldn't mind being like a dog. They're very loyal, sturdy creatures, but at present, I don't really feel the urge to sit down and stand guard at anyone's feet.
I don't mean dog in the literal sense. I mean dog in the symbolism of the word. and she'll be like, this thing.
Yes,
She'll
and
just
symbolically,
kind of,
dogs are those things.
She'll just kind of flick her hand, and ink will just kind of splatter onto it, but it's like razor sharp ink, so it'll cause a crack.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't mean anything.
Mm.
So, would you
So-
like to sit on it?
And he'd say, well, honestly, still no.
Why not?
Mm. I don't feel like sitting at the moment. But I suppose now if you say it like that, I don't have any objection to it anymore.
You can stand on it. And she'll just kind of stand up. Or you can lean against it.
Mm. Right. Well, very interpretive.
And she'll just kind of step off. And she'll just kind of do a bow, and she'll be like, so as equals, shall you not sit on that chair? Or are you different from me?
All right. I want a real understanding for this. See what Rio's picking up. Honestly, he's probably gonna sit on the chair anyways.
Alright. You feel like she's just kind of feeling you out. She doesn't know who you are, that's an obvious.
Yeah.
But you kind of get the feeling like she's doing that. She's just seeing how far things will go.
Mm-hmm. All right,
So-
seeing how far things will go. Well, if Yuri has a tendency to play with this guy's clones anyways, I already said he's probably going to sit on it anyways. So I guess I'll sit down in the chair.
So now you are the head of the sorcerers. How does that feel? You've ousted me. But yet I was so compliant in doing so.
It seems a bit anticlimactic, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I suppose I could fight you and win, even though I have no persona. You
Well-
have nothing at all.
Well, I mean, no, not that. I mean, he just kind of looks around. I mean, it's still a fake chair. It's not going to be very climactic if I sit down in it.
Yes, it is a fake chair. And the atmosphere